Hey guys, it's Amanda over at AmandaReads, and today I'm coming to you with my May wrap-up and kind of June TBR. So I haven't really been filming, and I know this, and I'm really sorry, but thank you to my loyal subscribers who have not completely given up on me. Side note, I did not purchase a single book in the month of May. I said I wouldn't, and I didn't. So let's get into the books that I managed to read in May. The first book I completed in May was book 2 of the Dead City trilogy by James Ponti. This book is called Blue Moon, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked this installment of the trilogy, and it kind of paved the way for the final book and all of the action that had to unfold. On May 14th, I finally finished Fly Away by Kristen Hanna. This was my buddy read with Fiona over at Reads and Eats for the month of April, but I was a huge slacker and didn't finish it until May 14th. I will link our live show about the book down below. This is the sequel to my favorite book by Kristen Hanna, which is Firefly Lane, which we buddy read in March. The first time I read Fly Away, I actually only gave it 4 out of 5 stars, but this time I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I finished was the third book in the Dark Days trilogy by James Ponti. This book is called Dark Days, and I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. Overall, I really enjoyed this trilogy, and I really liked this last installment for it. However, it is a middle grade trilogy, and the author tied up the ends really nicely, and it was to the point of being anticlimactic. You were expecting this big, crazy, action-packed ending, and the author just kind of wrote it so that that didn't happen and was just like, I'm actually just gonna make everyone happy, the end. But I do feel like there could have been such an epic ending. Then I picked up Starters by Alyssa Price, which is the first book in the Starters duology, and I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. And the reason was, in the beginning, I was really interested in the story. I thought it did a great job in the beginning of sucking you in. But then for like 100 and something pages, I was bored. And then the ending had way more action again. So I felt like the whole middle of the book was just filler because she didn't just want to write a standalone, she wanted to write a duology. But in my opinion, the 2 books could have been condensed into 1, and I would have liked it 10 times more. So I only completed 4 books in the month of May. Now I want to talk about my June TBR. We are already on June 11th, I believe today is. And so we're halfway through the month of June, and I have not finished anything except 1 book. So I'm having a really hard time finding time to read, but there are 2 books that I've started that I definitely want to finish. The first book I am honestly too lazy to stand up and grab, but I will insert a picture of it here, and that is Perfected by Kate Jarvik Birch. Now I've only read the first chapter because the next book I'm going to talk about is a book that I actually have to finish today. Sleepless in Manhattan by Sarah Morgan. I did not do this as part of a booktube tour, which I know is what happened this month, but I am actually a member of the Sarah Morgan review crew in the United States, and this was the first book that we received from Sarah Morgan. And the book came with this nice bookmark and a little note from Sarah thanking us for being members of her review crew. I like this book so far. I'm not too far into it, but I do have to post my reviews by next Tuesday. So I'll be finishing it and you'll know my thoughts in my June wrap-up. As for what I'm supposed to be reading in June to be keeping on track with my 0-15 by the end of 16 year TBR goal, I have to read the Divergent trilogy. I have to read 11/22/63 by Stephen King, which is currently not here because my mom is reading it. I have to read Chasing Shadows, The Other Typist, Hopeless and Losing Hope, Perfected, which I'm currently reading, and The Bone Season. Safe to say it most likely will not happen. I'm just getting really off track, and I feel like it'll be better when summer starts. My summer job this summer is just going to be babysitting a few hours a week, so I'm going to have a ton of free time. I am moving in July, so that will take up some time, but I should be okay. Please comment down below what the favorite book that you read in May was, and also what book you're most looking forward to reading in June. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I hope that you're having a great reading month. Bye guys!